Peace and blessings, family. It's your girl Sony back again. How much did you miss me? I know it's been a while since I've been here. I've just been living in the 3D and hugging trees and grounding myself and really enjoying life in its present form. But people still want to poke the bear and they're playing in my energy. Um, and it's really sad. If I haven't seen you for close to 20 years, you claim you don't want me, so why do you still bother me at this point? Like, I'm really flabbergasted at this point. You and your boyfriend continue to spiritually try to access my Akashic Records, think that you're going to destiny swap with me. Like, it's just ridiculous. If I was a man, I would really feel emasculated to have my woman still thinking about a lesbian from 20 years ago. I mean, that's the real part about it. If I was a woman, I would feel really messed up when the person who did the most for me was a chick that I haven't seen for 20 years. But you and this creep continuously try to bother me on a spiritual realm. And my ancestors are still kicking y'all in the ass. Like, I don't get what part don't you understand. Just walk away, leave me alone. Luckily, I'm a light worker. I'm not going to the dark side. You gave yourself to the dark side and you continuously mess with me. My ancestors and spirit will continue to fight my battles because that's not what I'm about. I'm about peace and love, and you should know this by now. But you're acting reckless like a person who doesn't have family. You have children, you have a mother, you have siblings or sibling, nieces and nephews. Don't you understand? As above, so below, as within, so without. You don't get it. You can't bypass universal laws, but you continuously try to attack me, and I've done nothing to you. I've done nothing to you but try to help you. When you came back with nothing but lies, but then I had to realize that you've been lying from the beginning. But I did not know that you've been lying from the beginning. And I tried to help you. All you see when you see me is sexual satisfaction and money. You don't even see a person. So it's like, why are you still running after me? You told me nobody made you feel that way. I'm like, I feel bad. My father said, like, there's no guy out there that would be able to do it. But you need to really move on at this point because it's really sad. It's really sad and it's pathetic that somebody who walked away from me is still bothering me. You're never going to get what I have, but because you haven't walked the path that I walked. You didn't go through the storms, the peaks, and the valleys that I went through. You're not me. I tried to help you out. I'm doing better than you, and I've been out of work for 20 years. And that's sad. And it's like, come on. It's not my fault that your life ended up the way it did. We make choices and we have to deal with those consequences. When you ended the relationship, it was the best thing for both of us. I didn't see it at the time. In the beginning, I thought you was the best thing going, but I didn't realize it that you are a burden. Yeah, you're a burden. And whoever you're with now could tell you that you're a burden. You come across as a strong, independent person. But in reality, you're just a scared little girl putting on a front. And I'm so tired because at this point, I'm going to show you why I had to turn the spirit. Because you're used to the Sonia who will pop off, who will curse people out, who would voting. That's not me. That's not who I am. And there's nothing that you would do that could push me to that place. And you tried to. You played in my face for a year. Oh, you got old. Oh, you got fat. Oh, you cut your hair. You was like Samson. Oh, your ex is going to take your daughter away from you. Oh, she's going to change her last name from your name to somebody else. Everything that came out your mouth was negative. And most people would say, well, why did you hold on? Because I gave you enough rope to hang yourself. But I wanted to see you. I wanted to see the essence of you. Because my perception the first time around in 2002 when we met was messed up, coming from the streets and running around and doing this. And I saw you to be better than what you actually was. So if you could lie to your family, I don't know what made me think that you couldn't lie to me. Everything that has come out your mouth has been a habitual lie. And the sad part, is when I found out you was doing black magic on me. I had to go to so many different places with my ancestors and spirit telling me because I could not believe it because that wasn't the front that you put on. But when I sat back and let spirit work through me and listen to my ancestors and realize everything that you did and said to me for the whole year because you was trying to put me in an illusion that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to make a comeback. And I kept telling you, this situation right here is just temporary. I got to get back on my feet, and I will get on my feet better than I've ever been before. And you know who I am because I made you into who you should have been. I helped you financially, emotionally to get on your feet when nobody else would. And it's sad that it has to end up this way. I didn't do anything to you but help you. And you continuously, almost 20 years later, because I left you when you went down south and got pregnant by somebody who was married, and the person that you claim is your friend that you met him through, she knew he was married. Still to this day, you don't get it because you lack common sense and street smarts. And you still don't get it. You still think you're better than everybody else. You still think you know more than everybody else. And everyone that you have come across besides me has used you one way or another, has used everything against you. You was with an old man who's your mother's age. It took you probably a decade to find out he was your mother's age. Talking about you thought y'all was a couple of years apart. I'm 7 years older than you, and he's 10 years or more older than me. You lack common sense, but the part that's the kicker is when people try to get over in life, they're the ones who get over on. He used you. The baby father used you. The friend used you because when you told her you was pregnant, she gives you the number. You call it thinking you're going to talk to him, and it's his wife. So it's like, come on. You can't make me pay for your actions because you said that I left you. I abandoned you. I didn't abandon you. I didn't abandon you. You got pregnant by somebody. We broke up. You went somewhere and got pregnant in a strange place by a strange person. You can't put none of that on me. Accountability and take responsibility for your actions. When I came back with an open and pure heart, I told you my situation. I had one foot outside of my relationship. It felt good to have a person that I knew from back home that I felt was one of my best relationships to have, to talk to communicate with, to converse about what's going on, my hopes, wishes, and fears. And you used all of that against me because at that time I didn't know that you disliked me as much as you did. Because you see me as being a star. You told me that you wasn't good enough for me. You felt insecure around me and my friends. And I'm like, whoa. But I learned a lot from you, and I thank you. Because when somebody tells you something, you got to pay attention because you will always know you better than I know you. You had on a mask, and I believed that mask for almost 20 years, thinking that I lost the best thing that ever happened to me. But I didn't realize it, that it was spirit that stood in the way the whole time, and he protected me from you. You've been trying to kill me through black magic, and it makes no sense. I'm from New York. I ain't never been through nothing like this before. But I thank God that he prepared me for this my entire life without me even realizing it. I thank God for the ancestors that stood there and fought for me when I couldn't fight for myself, when I was in my house and my ex would come in and I get jittery and I couldn't be comfortable around her. And mentally I was just going so many different places because I didn't know that you was putting black magic on me. And karma is a bitch. Everything that comes around that you put out, you're going to get, whether it's good or bad. You chose to be friends with the devil. You chose to put black magic on me and all these other people. And you got to pay the piper. I pray for you every night like I did while we wasn't in connection with each other for almost 20 years. But you got to pay the piper for what you did. And I pray that you give your heart to God, but leave me alone. Energetically, leave me alone. I don't want you. Let your boyfriend know I don't want you. I don't want him. I don't want nobody. You try to put me in a poly situation. I don't want you. You washed up. Y'all like two old junkies at this point. And that's what you think that I want for my life? You should know me better than that. You should really know me better than that. But you messed with the wrong one this time around. Because that Sonia that you knew is still in here. she's still here.